Hello guys! Today I have dinner with my dear friend at Balthazar, and it is one of my favorite restaurants of New York. And my favorite TV show also was filmed here, Sex and the City. Carrie and Samantha struggle to get table at this popular French restaurant known as Balzac in the show. Carrie and Samantha eventually they succeeded and get a table after the powerful hostess of the restaurant needs tampon, and Carrie obliges. Another interesting episode also was filmed here. When Carrie met Amalita, and Amalita invited her at Balzac, where she presented to recently divorced Parisian architect Gilles, and Gilles invited Carrie to his project in Brazil. They had very romantic dinner and also romantic hot night, and Gilles left her 1,000 envelope. So it was an interesting episode. Amalita was an international party girl, and Carrie met her and her new rich boyfriend. Amalita's life was full of vacation, holidays, shopping with very rich men. So very nice place. I'm begging you to come here. I think all my friends were here, and everybody knows this is my favorite restaurant of New York. Look, bar, amazing bar, beautiful. Cheers!
I don't want to spill. Hold on.
Okay. Cheers! Cheers! Cheers!
Cheers! Oh my god.
The dinner was amazing. I ordered grilled salmon and we ordered appetizers. It was nice. Unfortunately, I could not show the picture or video of my friend because he's a very private person and I respect it. Actually, all of my friends are very private people, and they even don't have social media. Other episode was filmed here as well. It was about Club Kiosk, which was located at Broome Street. Unfortunately, look at this girl. Unfortunately, this club is not existing anymore. But it also was very bright episode of Sex and the City. The girls came to the club kiosk because Samantha invited them. She was doing PR for this club, and it was very important event for her. And the Big also was there, and he was kind of young Trump, and he was surrounded with beautiful models. And Carrie saw him second time, and Samantha was acting like crazy. She immediately wanted to be friends with Mr. Big. However, Big didn't have those type of plans, and when Samantha invited him to enjoy her downstairs, he refused it, and Samantha found another man there. So Samantha was kind of oldest and most sexually confident of the foursome, and the Kim Cattrall, the actress, was playing this role, and she was super independent businesswoman with career in public relation PR. She was strong, confident, extremely outspoken, and she calls herself trisexual, meaning she will try anything once. And early on the show, Samantha declares she has given up on the relationship and has decided to just have sex like a man, means without emotions or feelings and purely for physical gratification. So I'm walking toward an espresso cafe store, and this is actually very interesting, very nice store for gift ritual. and I'm going to buy the caffeinated coffee. I usually ordering online. So famous garbages of New York City. Yes, it's unique place. So yeah, Sex and the City is when you think about New York, you always think about Sex and the City TV show. It was popular in 90s, but still a lot of people, and especially women and young girls, still watching this movie. And even millennium, I have millennium friends, they still watching. And there is another show that related to Sex and the City. I think the name of the show is Gossip Girl. They kind of try to make similar type of TV show for younger generation, for millennials, but it's completely different TV show. I watched just one episode and I didn't have any interest to continue to watch because it's not related to Sex and the City. There's completely different girls. They are from wealthy families, and Sex and the City is about four women. Samantha, as I mentioned before, she runs and operates PR agency. Miranda, she's a lawyer. I think she's corporate lawyer. And also Katie, she's columnist, she's writer. And Charlotte, she works for famous gallery which was located in Soho. Sex and the City was created by Darren Star based on Candace Bushnell's 1997 book of the same name, and the original series premiered on HBO in 1998 and ran for 6 seasons until 2004. Bushnell is American author and producer. She wrote column for the New York Observer 94 through 96 that was adapted into the best-selling Sex and the City anthology. I like this show because it's about real people, the women who are living in New York, and real lifestyle, not fantasy. The first episode was introduction, and it started like, once upon a time, English journalists came to New York. Elizabeth was attractive and bright, and right away she hooked up with one of the city typical illegal bachelor. It was Tim. He was 42, well-liked and respected investment banker who made about $2 million. After that, they went to romantic restaurants, they had wonderful sex and shared their most intimate secrets. Over warm spring day, he took her to townhouse he saw in Sunday's New York Times. Elizabeth was almost in love. Then Tim called her. On Tuesday, he called with some bad news. "My mother not feeling very well," he said. But before he gave her call and he asked how I would like to have dinner with my folks Tuesday night. And he did never call back. Elizabeth met her friend and she told her, "I don't understand. In England, looking at houses together would have meant something, but not here in New York." And final words. There are thousands, maybe tens of thousands of women like this in the city. We all know them and we all agree they are great. They are travel, they pay taxes, they will spend $400 on pair of Manolo Blahnik strappy sandals, and they are alone. And there are few interesting opinions of the men of the New York. "It is all about age and biology," one of the men saying. "I mean, if you wanna get married, it's to have kids, right? And you don't want to do it with someone older than 35. Then you have to have kids right away, and that's about it. I think these women should just forget about marriage and have good time. Another opinion of the men of Manhattan. When you are a young guy in your 20s, women are controlling the relationships. By the time you are a legal man in your 30s, you feel like you are being devoured by women. Suddenly the guys are holding all the chips. I call it mid-30s power flip. By the time you reach your mid-30s, you think, why should I settle? You know, it's like the older we get, the more we keep self-selection down to a smaller and smaller group. What women really want is Alec Baldwin. There is not one woman in New York who hasn't turned down 10 wonderful guys because they were too short or too fat or too poor. And Samantha just has very simple opinion about whole this situation. She's saying, look, you are successful saleswoman in the city. You have two choices. You can bang your head against the wall and try and find relationship, or you can say screw me and just go out and have sex like men. Love, relationship, apartments, finding apartments, getting education, everything complicated here in New York. Yes, it's true, but everybody wants to come here and try. Everybody. And it's wonderful that we have this amazing city and those amazing opportunities. And yes, if you want to find love here, it's very complicated, but don't give up, just try it. If not, you can always move to another place, to another state, and I think it's much easier to find someone and build relationship and have family. It's just my little opinion about this whole situation, dating situation. Personally, I believe in love. I think everyone would find someone to love and be with, but we are different, we have different personalities and point of view, and it's okay. It is okay to be alone. I think if you would like to be alone, it's not bad, but I think the main problem here in the world, not only in the US, it's compromise. The couple, the people, they are building relationship and they are forgot one word, compromise. It's very important, guys, very important. And I think people who are married, they understand me. Yes.